wedding preparations in full bloom.
How grand! A beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. May this feast... Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
I hereby name you man and wife, and as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with this Lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Swish there!
Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink. Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king?
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories!
And the new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long and good. Not bad, Wolf-Kiss. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
A fool's wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia. And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
I accept. This ale is strong, Rodin.
But I am stronger. Better luck next time, Wolf-Kissed. Now, you owe me some silver.
Fine, take it.
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freya. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Be plain about it, Stiffspear. You want to lay with me, is that it?
That I do. Will you follow me? To a place more comfortable?
A good plow sword is a rare thing. Lead the way.
Gods. That's worth a verse or two in some skald's song. I'll remember that for all time, Eivor.
I shall as well, Brothir.
Bruthir? I'm not Bruthir. Burry's balls, you thought I was my brother?
To be honest, I didn't think at all.
All day long, all I hear is Bruther this and Bruther that. How strong he is, how handsome.
Eivor! Care for a challenge? Eivor! Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my parts. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brothier. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness this, you drunken lout.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
The day, leading a Saxon army, better than her brothers too. She charged into battle without fear.
Eivor, Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now...
I always felt like Skoll, Rati, chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
You can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Oh, don't you remember? Fire starter.
Come on. Let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny. You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering, but it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, and he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good King Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Score! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom.
Quick, brother! We can't lose to Oswald!
You lost!
It was a beautiful wedding, Oswald. Like you said it would be.
Thanks to you, and everything you've done here.
It won't be easy putting the pieces of East Anglia back together. But you won't be alone. Saxon and Dane have banded together in your name. You're the right man for the throne, and they'll be with you.
Thank you, Eivor. I don't know what to say.
When we met, I spoke of an alliance. Will you hold to the oath you made?
I will. Consider East Anglia a friend of the Raven clan.
There will be a day when I come calling.
Goodbye, friend.
Until next time, great king.
I should find Finir. Say goodbye before I leave.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die fierce.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together?
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
That wretched hat of yours.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
I could trade that hat for two.
A message has come.
Do you not know fine millinery when you see it, Rowan? I could trade that hat for two of your horses.
Silence, both of you!
Randvi, I demand that this matter be settled here and now.
Have patience, Rowan. There is a time and a place. Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Hallgeir stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Hallgeir, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks. All were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways, you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not. Silver is the... see from you.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at this burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
An arrival. I wonder if Volker is among them.
Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
I should go. Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grandbridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill your lungs?
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Follow me. We won't take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the longhouse.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grandbridgeshire. Love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Hello, Eivor!
I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods. Please, Eivor. Not a long ship.
Right. Go, my eyes.
Hey, wait! Vengeance is ours!
It really is lovely here. It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live... Smaller pen. Hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here.
What do you see?
careful, Randvi.
Have I been a bit... That was thrilling.
Randvi the rat. I should clear a seat on my longship for you. Take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. Of my day in the Longhouse.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grantebridge. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods. It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the second one. It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the...
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a camp. Hear stories from you.
What? Out for a trot, yeah?
Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way.
It's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Go!
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with oxen and wood there. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid.